So if I go to Canada, I like people who do calendars and spices. I'll get like a hot dog, and I know I'm gonna push further. But imagine if a girl was like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat this lemonade." You have to become the lemonade so that when we can move on. But what if someone was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go in between the lemonade and in between uh, a banana, and I'm gonna go north into the Iceland, and there will be a substance of why I look for other things in the southern America, in the southern continent. That's like a mountain, and it's different type of contraptions of engineers be outside of videos, but content is related to the human soul in the box. And the box is inside a place where the other things are not accessed because they are not accessible to the domain of how it relates to human necessity. Because Bale, he was really good, but people didn't want to be under authority. But I go to Canada because I want my girl to be a bear. And the more food that animals eat, the more their blood mutates into being going to new nations. It's like unlocking a new nation. But when I go to Canada, I look for a hot dog and lemonade because I know that when I get that, I get access to animals who are gonna be like the raccoon, the fox, and the cat from the three parts of the walk. When I went there, only in October after September, and that could even be the 24th to the 25th, that 17th to the 18th, would mean differently in an odd decade outside of the number of the collection month inside of whatever 8 19th is tomorrow. It's not Sunday, it's actually Saturday. So sometimes when it's actually today, so when I put a combination of three things and I go backwards from those three things, the second thing becomes the first, and the third substance after the pattern of the first one first, it becomes a difference of the first being both after the first through domain and progression. So it's kind of like three pyramids of time with plurals and one in pyramids, which each have a different scheme of animals and food inside of that that is in a different time of a planet of a different month. What if there was October on Mars, and then Venus it was March? Only in October on the Earth, and then on the other side of the Earth it would be Martin Luther King, and there would be a Cap Green institution versus there would be a northern Wisconsin and the Trump. There would be a different pyramid than a 2016, and then an age 23 different scheme than 25. So when I get to a certain level, imagine if there was a lightsaber that had a turtle on it, and there was a banana in Canada, but only in October when I could ride in between September and October to the north. It would be opposite of the sunrise from the other way of high rises and the other way of one decade buildings outside of a park and inside a different box of language and alphabet with words under a house name of a spirituality. When I go to Canada, I make sure that I bring $1 per inch, and I pass these mileages of where the highways is not in my mind because I can walk past them. But if I was hungry enough, I would ask for food because it gets cracking because people be like, "Who is this?" But if my teeth is bad, but that's why I learned how to go more to better to mask the party because Halloween is coming up, but I don't go if it Canada there is no Halloween in Canada. So if I go to the southern Mexico, some woman will say, "Why don't you come with me? Because you could be my man." You see. So I don't like women who don't do Halloween. I don't like women who don't do Thanksgiving. I don't like women who don't go to Canada. So that's just me. I speak for myself. So someone will try to get an attitude and try to stalk me in my video, but it's not necessary for you when I have what I believe. You should. That people used to tell me my girl didn't exist. What before the 19th is tomorrow, the 10th month. After age 33, reverse 10th month. Back to 2010, up from age 13. So people wished so hard that they could say up yours and disappear and hide a secret, but I'm going to speak for myself when I have my beatitudes of revelation and the apples and fruit of God from a man, a secret creepy who thinks they want to try to pop out and point fingers and try to stop my videos.